Hi friends, today we're going to go over AmandaRachLee's new 2026 Doodle Planner. Let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. I love AmandaRachLee. I've been following her on YouTube for years, and my daughter and I have been loving her videos every month where she decorates in her bullet journal. And so she came out, I think a few years ago, with her own Doodle Planner. I did purchase one last year. I do have a review, and I'll link the previous year's review below. And that was actually a gift for my daughter. She used it, I think, part of the year. It got a little too heavy for her to carry around, but she did love it a lot. She actually uses the blank AmandaRachLee bullet journal notebook. So this one is for me. Let's open it up and I will show you what's inside. So first off, the box packaging is just really gorgeous. And I love that it's sort of it's a way to bullet journal without fully bullet journaling, if that makes sense. So this is the color I picked, and it's called, I believe it's called Strawberry Mocha, but it is so cute. It's giving me like 90s vibes for some reason. I love these colors back in the 90s. I felt like it was like Kate Spade had all the pink and the green, and then I love the brown with either of those colors. And I wanted to make sure, it took me a while to decide which one to pick, but I thought this cover worked so well with my 2026 planner lineup, my Louis Vuitton Emily MM cover, which is like, has my notebook and journal. It also looks really nice with my sterling ink. This is my complete planner that I'll be using for 2026 as a mix of, I'm still deciding. I think this will be like a daily planner, hourly planner, and some kind of journaling in here as well. Maybe not as much. I'm not sure actually. So let's worry about that later. I really didn't need this in my lineup, but I wanted something that was relaxing to me. And I've been trying to find ways to unwind. And at the very least, this could just be a, coloring book. But I think it's very handy. I'm a little bit intimidated. I see all of you really cool bullet journals and these junk journals and, using Archer and all of stuff. And somehow I can do like a page or two and then I just like stop. So I thought this was a good way for me to go as much as I can for the year. And there are some blank pages in here. So I can use this sort of as, in a way, a journal memory keeper. And this will be my memory keeper. And I think it's much more compact. I also like this cover, not just because it matched everything. I thought it was it's a fabric cover and it's darker. So it's, probably a little more forgiving if things get dirty. I'm not going to use a plastic cover on this. And I like the fabric embroidery on it is just, you can see the detail. It's just so beautiful. There was another one I liked too, but it was gold embossed little icons. And I thought, it'd be really nice to have a fabric one since I'm really crafty and I love I love the texture of fabric and everything. So I'm really excited about this. I can't believe I even hemmed and hawed about getting one last year for this year. I'm really glad I did. So at the worst, bare minimum, this is like a coloring book where I can enjoy, and it's portable, and I can just enjoy coloring and using my markers in here or color pencils, or maybe even try watercolors in here. I think it'll be very relaxing for me. So this is new. I don't think this came from last year. This is like a little letter from AmandaRachLee, and this is how you can use it yourself. So this is a planner, so you can use it as a planner. I'll be using it more as memory keeping and sticking in photos, and maybe some print out some, ephemera, or, putting in memories in here. So, and maybe more personal. This one will be more personal for me as opposed to my family, if that makes sense. So hopefully that way I can also share I'm sort of thinking of ideas, but I can share with you more of what I want to do in here. Okay, and just to start, this paper is really beautiful. It's very crisp and white. I like that. And the dimensions are A5. So it's actually 5.75 inches by 8.25 for the height. And it's 160 GSM thick paper. So it can actually withstand non-alcohol-based pens, markers, and paints. So feel free to use, she uses zebra markers, mild liners in here. I'm sure you can use Tombows, mild liners. You can use, watercolors, maybe even. So, you know, I've had a friend, like she uses watercolors and color pencils, you know, too. So I want to try a variety of things. And I love that it's just sort of like, in a way, I think it's just more relaxing. It takes out the stress of having to decorate a whole blank bullet journal. And this is like already done for you. And you can like add in your own take and colors and whatnot. So anyway, let me get started. Okay, so you first off, when you open it up, you get the 2026 overview and you have the full year here. So you can color this up how you want. And here's a nice like inspiring quote: love yourself for everything you are and everything you have been and everything you are becoming. So I really like that she has like this nice motivational quote. Also, you can have like this like spread here to decorate as well if you wanted to, and on this inside cover as well. So it's kind of like a fun, like I find this will be like kind of like a fun decorating thing for me as well. But I think I want to use this more for personal things for me. So there's also like goals and reflections. So this is like thinking about 2025 and your reflections, highlights, something I learned, something I was proud of, what I want to leave in 2025. And here are the goals for 2026, things you want to accomplish, something you want to learn, my motto, what do I want to bring into 2026? Like this is really nice. And then you get some dot grid spreads here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty good. 10. So you get 10. So you can, and there's also some within the months too. And I think she mentioned in her video, she did the maximum number of blank pages she could add without breaking the spine, because she didn't want, you know, the spine to like fall apart during the year. So that's really nice to have 10 different pages. So this could be like, you know, anything you want in here, a book reading list or like, you know, other stuff like that. So that's kind of like things I might want to track, like books and movies or TV shows, or like just fun things like that can go in here, or maybe special trips and memories that can work there too. So let's see. Oops. So this is January, and it's a really cute quilt theme. And I love the like different type for this letter, like cutout. It's like the magazine cutout type face on here. Life is quite beautiful, which is really nice. And then you can write your kind of like highlights, your monthly goals, my current favorite things, a little monthly moment of joy, and something I've been proud of. I think this is a new thing here. It used to be blank. So this is kind of nice prompts to write on here. And then you get your monthly spread. And the design is up here. It's all numbered already for you, so you don't have to draw it if you don't want a bullet journal. And then you have a section here for notes, which is nice. But it really feels like enough room to write in here. I'm not sure what I would do in the monthly spread, but it's nice. Here is the habit tracker and another kind of tracker that has different things you can color in for 30 days. So it could be a mood tracker if you want to. You can track anything else. She kept it open. I think she used to have this as mood. And like just say like for me, I'm not using this as a planner. I don't really habit track. And if it's something I don't want to use here, I could easily cover this page with something else, either with photos. Like I could just, you know, color this in and change, like use a sticker here to cover up the text here and put this section with photos. So there's other ways I can add in stuff that I want to without, you know, definitely needing a blank page. But you do get a blank spread. So the blank spread is right before the weekly spreads. And she said she maximized the amount of space here by connecting these boxes so that you had more room per day. And that she did say she wanted to expand on different kinds of layouts later on, but you know, obviously she's a very small business. So right now she can only offer one kind of layout, and it's just kind of like, you know, compact box layout here. And I just like it. It's very nice. Like it's cute with a little type like here, which just follows like sort of the magazine clipping letters style. And then you have your headers up here to color and decorate. So it follows along. That's the following second week, third week, fourth week, and the fifth week. So this overlaps into February and then goes right into the next month, which is so cute with this bunny theme. And then you again have your little prompts here to start off the month. And you go into the monthly spread, and I'll just kind of skip through quickly. The tracker, you get your blank spread here, and that's the weekly spread. And so cute with the bunnies. And then we head to March, which is like shamrocks and stars and hearts, really cute. I think these are really easy to like color. It's not too intricate. And she made a balance between doing some easier kinds of drawing so it doesn't take too much time. And then in addition to some that are more a little complex. So this is really cute, obviously for St. Patrick's Day for March. Kind of feel like it's also like beginning phases of winter ending and spring coming. And the habit trackers, and the blank spread. And then here is the weekly spread. And then let's move on. April is really cute. It's like a little more intricate, but it's a really cute little kitchen scene. Create a life you can't wait to wake up to. Super cute. And I like that the font kind of carries whatever the font is throughout here. So here's April monthly, the habit tracker, blank spread, and then the weekly spreads. And then for me, I was thinking on the weekly spreads, I could just like I can wear it up. Either I make myself do like a photo a day, or I make myself like letter something. Like maybe this is more like my personal like memory planner, but in my creative journey. And because I really need to get my feet wet and just jump into the swimming pool and just like being creative is you have to exercise that part of your brain to like, unlock some of these things. And I always found when I was working professionally as a designer, it's sometimes like when you work on a client project, it's like the little mistakes you do that end up putting you on the path to actually creating the actual, outcome that you want. And that turns out to be the one that's, picked or whatever by the client. So it's the same thing. You have to kind of start getting messy and getting your hands dirty and your feet wet and getting into opening up the creative part of your brain. So this is really cute with a kitchen scene. I love it. Oh, and then you get there's a ribbon bookmark. There's two, so you can have one in your weekly spread and one in your monthly spread or whatever you want, really. So that's adorable. Here's May, which is this beautiful like floral bird pattern. I love it. You will get there, but right now you are here, which is great. The same prompts. That's May. This is really pretty. And the habit tracker, blank spread. And this is the weekly spread. Okay, so let's move on to June. June is like a little crafty charm box with little things inside. These her little doodle pals here. Doodle friends I have one. I have it right here. This is her like Fredbert charm. I got the whole set. So I split it with my daughter and she gave some to her friends too. But I kept Fredbert and Bao the bunny. The bunny is actually on my Erin Condren tote. And then this one I hang in my craft closet on one of my racks so I can see it because it's just so cute. So she has some of her friends here. I think she's coming out with them again or a new batch. I'm not sure, but she said they will be coming back to the store soon. So here are just like little trinkets, like a little tin of all her little trinkets in here, which is really fun to color. And this is the monthly spread for June, the habit tracker and tracker on this side. Put this back here. And the blank spread, and that's the weekly spread. And then let's go to July, which is a floral, I feel like this feels very Hawaii to me. She was saying it was kind of like Roxy in the 2000s, like their surfboard brands and so forth. This is so beautiful. So July is here. Trust the seeds that you're planting. That's the monthly spread, habit trackers and tracker. You get your blank spread, and this is the weekly spread. And let's see, August is under the sea with the whales and the sharks and the stingray. Turtles are so cute. This is kind of a fun underwater scene. And here's the monthly spread, the habit tracker, and blank spread. I think this is really handy. You can have like a whole monthly recap of the month. You can do whatever you want in here. And this is the weekly spread. And here is September. It's outer space. It's really cute. You have a whole universe in your mind. September. Here's the trackers, the blank spread, and the weekly spread. And then October is the cool, back to fall, like Gilmore Girls inspired, like book, you know, cozy bookstore. I love it. Every book is a new adventure waiting to be explored. Really cute. I like this tracker. This is kind of cool for like books. Really cute. And that's the weekly spread. And then let's go. I really like how thick the pages are. This is November circus theme. Look at the magic all around you. Really cute. This paper just feels so great. I'm going to really have fun with this. November spread, the habit tracker and tracker, blank spread, and the weekly spread. And then we'll get to December, which is like a dinner meal. Be around people that are good for your soul, which is really pretty. And this is the monthly spread, the tracker, blank spread, and the weekly spread. So let's see what's at the end of this planner. At the end, you get another, you have a blank spread here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. And then you have your 2026 reflections, which is really nice to like finish off the year. And this is really cute. Your younger self will be so proud of how far you've come, which is really nice. Then you have like more stuff to decorate here. There's also, oh, I didn't realize that there's a nice pocket back here. So you can put your stickers or any of your little like photos you cut out or whatnot can go back here, which is great. And then I like that there's a pen loop. And then I like that this paper is so thick that I could even use like one of my fountain pens. These are my Esterbrook Estes, and this is my Niblet. And you can just like, you know, I did see her in a video like writing, it fits in her nicely. So if I did want to use my fountain pen, it can really attach on here as well. So I like that. Let's see if the Niblet fits on here. Oh, it is nice because this pen has some blues in here too. Kind of goes with it. So yeah, I like that there's a pen loop, and then you can also, I think you can stick it under if you don't want to have it sticking out if you're not using the pen loop, but I don't mind it out there. I like that there's a pocket. I feel like this is really, really, really nice quality. Oh, and then you can see on the spine here, you have the fabric embroidered 2026. Yeah, and this feels really nice in the hand. I'm just looking forward to like getting inspired and like just taking the time to like relax, especially over the holidays. I'm sure I'll be coloring some pages in advance, like coloring some months in advance, and I'm going to enjoy this entire process. I just can't wait to like be cozy and just finally use like all the markers and colors that I have from various different brands and just, you know, let myself be free. I think things are so, it's been stressful this year, I think, for everyone. And it's nice during the holidays to take some time to be with family and to relax. I like always doing stuff. My daughter is like, you know, we'll do some painting or drawing and I can just be nearby. Because sometimes I'm too tired because I'm cooking and making meals for everyone. I just want to do something and be next to her. But then, you know, it's just coloring and it's not as like stressful as like me trying to draw again or something on paper, if that makes any sense. But I am so also happy to support AmandaRachLee. I feel like she is such a young, inspiring entrepreneur, creative person. I actually got to meet her last year at Go Wild, and she was absolutely adorable and so sweet in person. And I really love supporting her business for that. She really like cares about the community. She's, you know, just such an inspiration. So I love seeing her grow and get more popular, not just in YouTube, but also for her business as well. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope you like this quick review for the Shop AmandaRachLee 2026 Doodle Planner. I really love it. I can't wait to try it myself. And, you know, honestly, it's just good to try different things. It's not going to be my planner, but I think it's going to be a great creative jumping ground for me as a personal memory planner, journaling, kind of like fun junk journal. Like it's just enough blank pages in here. I can still be creative and have a sort of structure for me. So I hope you like it. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. And if you like planner content like this, if you love stationery and stickers, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.